When I hear the words heat tolerant and drought tolerant, my ears perk up and I know it's something I want to add to my garden. Straw flowers are just that. They're beautiful. They make excellent cut flowers, excellent dried flowers, and they add beauty to the garden all summer long. And in today's video, I'm going to share my best tips for growing straw flowers. If we haven't met before, my name's Angela from Growing in the Garden, and I love to share garden inspiration and helpful tips to help you be successful in your own garden. The first tip for growing straw flowers is to choose the right location for growing them. Straw flowers like plenty of sun. They grow best in areas that receive at least 6 to 8 hours sun a day. In hot climates like the low desert of Arizona, during the hottest months of the year, straw flowers are happiest with a little bit of afternoon shade. Straw flowers aren't too picky about the soil that they're grown in as long as that soil is well draining. And it's best to add some compost to the planting area before planting. Give straw flowers plenty of room. Straw flowers grow nice and tall, and they can grow wide as well. Straw flowers grow between 2 to 3 feet tall and 6 to 18 inches wide. Space straw flowers about 12 inches apart. Because they grow so tall, larger varieties of straw flowers may need staking to stay upright. Straw flowers grow well from seed or transplants. If you live in a warm climate, start seeds directly in the soil when soil temperatures reach about 65 or 70 degrees. Straw flower seeds can take a while to germinate, so be patient. Make sure to keep those seeds moist until they germinate. Straw flower seeds are also really tiny, so try and space them about 6 to 8 inches apart, but you'll probably get more than one transplant popping up. So once those seedlings get 2 or 3, maybe 4 inches tall, separate those seedlings and you can transfer the straw flowers to different areas of your garden. In the low desert of Arizona, plant straw flower seeds or transplants from February through March. In cooler zones, start straw flower seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date, and then transplant outside once your nighttime temperatures are above 50 degrees. My next tip is to care for straw flowers correctly as they grow. There are a few things you can do to encourage straw flowers to grow well and have beautiful blooms all season long. The first thing is to cut the main stem on straw flowers when it's about 4 to 6 inches tall. This will encourage branching in the straw flower. Because straw flowers grow during the hottest months of the year, it's also important to apply mulch to the growing area. Mulch will help retain that moisture that's in the soil and help keep the weeds down. It's important to water the entire root zone of straw flowers each time that you water, and then let it dry out a little bit between waterings. Do not let the roots get soggy. Straw flower roots will rot if they sit in water. Straw flowers also benefit from an organic fertilizer a couple of times throughout the growing season. One of the most important things you can do to keep straw flowers growing well is to keep those straw flowers deadheaded. If you're not harvesting them to take inside for cut flowers or dried flowers, once those blooms are spent, cut them back, and that will encourage new blooms to grow. Straw flowers will continue to open once harvested, so it's important to harvest them at the right time for cut flower and dry flower arrangements. Straw flowers' petals are called bracts, and they have a papery feel to them. So the best time to harvest straw flowers for fresh arrangements is when 3 to 4 of those bracts have opened up, but before any of that middle is visible. You also want to give the flowers a little shake, and if it's still wiggly, they're not quite ready, but if that stem stays firm, then that is the best time to harvest your flowers for fresh arrangements. To harvest straw flowers for drying, you're going to harvest them a little bit sooner than you would for fresh flowers. You will harvest straw flowers when just 2 to 3 bracts are open and before any of that middle is visible. And then typically you hang the straw flowers upside down to dry, and those petals will continue to open as it dries. Saving seeds from straw flowers is simple. The end of the season, choose your favorite plants, your favorite blooms, and leave some blooms on the plant a little bit longer. The center of the straw flower bloom will elongate and form dandelion-like parachutes for each seed as it dries. Lift the parachutes up and the small dark seeds will be in the base of that flower. Straw flowers are long-lived and will last for months in the garden. They may even last year-round if you live in a mild climate. Learn how to grow straw flowers and add them to your garden. You won't be sorry. Thank you so much for watching.